again with your chapter inventories. In this chapter, yes, now in this chapter inventories, what we are going to do will be, we will again start with your methods of inventories valuations. I believe in this methods of inventory valuation, we all have studied that there can be two kinds of methods. First, goods are interchangeable, or second, goods are not interchangeable. In goods are interchangeable, we have four methods which we have discussed in our earlier video, that is FIFO, first in first out, last in first out, second, third is your weighted average cost method, in short we call it as VAM, and second one is and the last one is your SAM, simple average cost method. We have done the illustration related to FIFO, LIFO and VAM. We are not talking about SAM right now. We will first now talk about not interchangeable. When the goods are not interchangeable, that time we cannot use these methods. That time we will be using specific identification cost method. What is this specific identification cost method? We will see with an example. Suppose you have three types of product A, B and product C. In these three types of the product A, B, C, three types of the product A, B and C, you have purchased A 100 units at the rate of 20 each, 200 units at the rate of 40 each and 300 units of C at the rate of 100 each. Now suppose you issued C 100 units. Then I would like to say here we will not apply FIFO, LIFO, VAM because we have these three different type of the products. So what we are going to do is these 100 units will be valued at 20 only. These 200 units will be valued at 40 only, and this C, if we have issued 200 units, so 100 units left will be valued at 100 rupees only. I want to say each product will be valued at its cost only. This is called as your specific identification cost method. We don't have any other illustration related to this. But after this now, when goods are interchangeable, goods are not interchangeable, we will also use another method of stock valuation. That is one more method we are going to do, and that method is known as your adjusted selling price method, or it is also called as notional sales value method, retail sale price method. These are the three names of that method. How this method actually works, I want to say that we will do with an example. But this method, adjusted selling price method, is done for those goods which are very small in size. So it is not possible to take their physical, we cannot count their physical quantities. That time we use this adjusted selling price method. And for this adjusted selling price method, let us take this example. Suppose we have purchased rupees 1 lakh goods. हमने 1 लाख रुपीस के गुड्स को परचेज करा है. अब now we have actually sold rupees 1 lakh goods. We have sold rupees 1 lakh goods. There was no opening stock present with us, and closing stock left is rupees 25,000, but it is at selling price. Now, if it has been asked that calculate closing stock at cost price, calculate closing stock at cost price. Now we have to think regarding this point. This method is called as this method can be solved by using adjusted selling price method. We have illustration number 5 and 6 based on this only. We will be doing from our module in the next lecture. But let us understand this adjusted selling price method now. In this adjusted selling price method, first we find out the GP ratio. GP ratio, how to find out GP ratio will be gross profit upon sales into 100. In this question, our gross profit will be 25,000 divided by selling price will be 1,25,000 into 100. And this is we are getting 20%. Now, cost price of closing stock, if we have to calculate, so 25,000 minus 20% will give us 20,000. This is the cost price of your closing stock. 20,000. I hope somebody will ask me, sir, how it is done? We have not understood. For that purpose, now we will understand how it is actually working. So, what I want to say, if we have purchased rupees 1 lakh goods, it means I want to say this purchase of rupees 1 lakh is the cost price of the goods which we have actually purchased. This 1 lakh is the cost price of the goods. Now this 1 lakh जो गुड्स आपने परचेस करे, या तो ये सेल होंगे या फिर आपके क्लोजिंग स्टॉक में होंगे. अगर ये सेल्स होते हैं तो उसका सेलिंग प्राइस है 1 लाख, और अगर ये क्लोजिंग स्टॉक में होते हैं तो उसका भी सेलिंग प्राइस है 25,000. तो इसका मतलब मैं बोल सकता हूं कि 1 लाख कॉस्ट की गुड्स का सेलिंग प्राइस है 1,25,000. तो इट मींस 1 लाख की कॉस्ट जिन गुड्स का है उसका सेलिंग प्राइस हुआ 1,25,000. तो 25,000 का ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट हो गया इसके अंदर मुझे. एंड अगर 25,000 के कॉस्ट ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट हो गया जिसकी सेलिंग प्राइस 1,25,000 है, तो आई बिलीव जीपी रेशियो विल बी 20% ओनली. एंड नाउ अगर क्लोजिंग स्टॉक में से मैं जीपी या सेलिंग प्राइस का है ना, क्योंकि तो अगर इसमें से मैं जीपी हटा दूंगा तो ये कॉस्ट प्राइस पर ही आ जाएगा. एंड देयरफॉर दिस इज कॉल्ड एज योर एडजस्टेड सेलिंग प्राइस मेथड. यहां पर हमने कॉस्ट कैसे फाइंड आउट करी क्लोजिंग स्टॉक की, सेलिंग प्राइस में से ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट को हटा करके.